Hello, hello, it's Julie Davison from juliedavison.com. Welcome to Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie Part 1. It is Sunday, October 27th, and I'm so happy we're joining us this week. It is almost time for Halloween, and then Thanksgiving and Christmas, and today's featured product is going to get you through all of those seasons. I've got lots of ideas to share with you, so let's turn around the camera to the desktop so we can get started. So we are back in the September through December mini catalog 2024 using the Humble Home bundle. This is a punch bundle. So it's got a coordinating punch that has the main house image, a little square for the windows, a little heart. And I love that you pointed this out, Mom, because I didn't even really pay attention. The little hole punch, which is perfect for making tags. And there's a lot of examples of those in the catalog. So let us know in the comments, yay or nay, do you have this bundle? I have to say, when I saw it in the catalog, I thought that the punch was going to be smaller than it was, but I wanted to show you that the images here on the front of the catalog are actual size.
Oh, Julie, I didn't realize that.
Yes, so there's a white outline around it, but the house image itself is actual size, mostly. And so if you're trying to figure out the sizing of it, you can look right at the front of the catalog and it will tell you. But I love all the different houses that they've created, all the different styles, coloring it in, using the bricks. Oh, I was just looking and I was like, where did that come from? And it's the window from this house that they cut out. I like that. And I'm seeing all these doors being cut out and wondering if on my own project I should do the same. So I think I will. Lots of different combinations though. You can have a whole neighborhood of houses with the Humble Home. And I also love that it just has so many different sentiments that it's not just for Christmas. So we've got welcome, thank you, of course, Merry Christmas, from our house to yours, and then the little accessory pieces. So we've got one house and then this one with the roof and the brick separately, and then the pieces that you can stamp inside. Let's take a look at the inside of the catalog. You're going to find this bundle on page 46. And here's where you see all those little tag options, and they've used that little hole punch. I love this one too, that kind of opens up on the side. So they just kind of took that one. Well, let me see if I can show you really quick. This is not what I intended to do, but this has a fold in it to kind of show you what they're doing here. And so if you punch it so that we'll see if I can get this to work. If you punch it with the fold, keeping a bit attached there, and then it's not a whole house, but then you put a whole house on top of it and it completes the house on the front, but leaves the sort of attached piece so that you can open it like they're doing here. Okay.
Amazing.
That was kind of rough, but of course you can do that with any punch, any shape. You can create, that little foldy flap and then put the full piece over it. So let's get into it. I've got some samples here that I'm going to start with. They include a couple cards I made and some swap cards. So this is one that I made for a swap, and I used that take a bow designer paper that comes in the 6x6 pack, and I punched the houses, and then I just did a little from our house to yours over the heart here. Here's another one. I used the same designer paper, and I stamped in early espresso on crumb cake to do a little like gingerbread, coloring in a little bit of that with red, bringing in some of the glitter paper. Now, when I first got that designer paper, I thought that dark color was shaded spruce. It's actually garden green. And so I think I might have liked garden green a little better there. Here's a card from Kelly Atchison, and she used some different strips of the same designer paper. I just love this layout. I think it's so fun to bring in lots of different pattern. Nice simple stamping here. And then this one is from Meg Lovin, and she used the exposed brick embossing folder to make a not Christmas card with some of the Regal designs from that Regal Winter Suite. It has the foil designs on there. I really love the colors that she chose here. Pretty peacock with cherry cobbler and pecan pie. I think it's just such a lovely red brick house. All right, let's get started. I've got some pieces here. I wanted to kind of do something. Mom's doing Christmas for her video, so I wanted to kind of switch gears and show off some different stamps and do something that wasn't Christmassy. So I'm pulling in some designer paper from that Iconic Celebrations paper. This one's an online exclusive 6x6 designer paper. We've shown it several times in our videos over the last few months. It originally came out in July, but it's still available in the online store, in the online exclusive section. And I love this one just because it has so many different patterns that covers all the winter occasions. We've got trees and pine and hearts and dots and acorns and berries and candles and snowflakes and plaid and stars, trees, more stars, more leaves. Like, I just love all the patterns, doves and pumpkins and fireworks, champagne flutes for the New Year. So this is such a great paper, and this is the one that I've pulled in. It's the back of the brown trees, and so this is going to be kind of the background of my cardstock, 4 inches by 5 1/4. And I really love that Forever Plaid folder. You've got this one, right, Mom? I think
I do.
Did you just use it last time?
I couldn't tell you right now. I have to look.
It is actually part of the Reindeer Days suite, but I think it is just so versatile and goes with so many things. So my plaid piece is Misty Moonlight. It's 3 inches by 4 inches, and I've got a white layer that's 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. And I'll have the measurements for you in the video description. Then I've got a piece of some Mossy Meadow, and I took that color from the designer paper. And this is 1 inch by 4 3/4. And then a little piece for the greeting, that is 3/4 inches by 2. And the circle punch is gray granite, and it's 2 3/8 inch. Our card base is also gray granite, 5 1/2 by 8 1/2. And I have a scrap piece that I'm going to punch and stamp the house on. So let's do that next. I'm bringing in 2 colors, gray granite and Misty Moonlight, for our house. And I think the tricky part with the brick is that sometimes it's so dark that it's hard to stamp something over it, you know?
Yeah.
So I'm doing gray granite for the house, and then I'm going to do Misty Moonlight for the roof, which I realize is a little creative license. I don't know how many people have blue roofs, but I wanted to bring in some of that color again. Oh,
I love these colors.
I don't like the way that's stamped. It looks like the roof is coming off, like we've had a little tornado.
Yep.
Let's try that again and see if I can line it up better. I love the photopolymers. Okay, now it's blowing off on the other side. That one's better, so I'm going to stick with it. I am going to do the single door, the single door and the windows. And I guess this is kind of just for placement. Because I don't know, you can't see that. Okay. But when you punch it out, it punches a window. And so I think for the windows at least, and you can help me decide if we should do the door. A little piece stuck in there. Line that up. All right, so we punch out one window, and I had one from a previous punch. So I am going to punch out or stamp a window on that little piece.
And good luck with that.
I know. I find it's actually easier to do it on a darker surface because there's contrast, you know, but then you got to be careful that you're not inking up your desk. Okay. So I'm going to put the windows on with some liquid glue, but tell me what you think about the door. Should I also do that and cut it out on the white, or do you think it looks okay directly on the brick?
I think it looks okay right on the brick.
Okay, that's how I did my sample, but after seeing the front of the catalog, I thought maybe I should be doing that differently.
Well, that's up to you if you wanted to, but I think it's okay.
So the punch includes the part for the window, but not for the door. So if you wanted to do the door, then that would just be something that you would fussy cut. Although it's a rectangle, so it's not like it's tricky to fussy cut. But if we wanted to do that, let's see what that looks like. It seems like this image is not entirely straight.
Right. That was the other thing I found. I was like, oh, okay. That's right. It must be. Oh, see, I do like that better.
Okay, there we go. Let's just add a little glue and we'll stick that on. Right now, it kind of looks like a brick door, doesn't it?
Yeah, now that I've seen it with that. Yeah.
Okay, so there's our house part. For the sentiment, I'm going to do welcome home. And this would be such a great card to send to someone who just bought a new house or has been away for a long time. I can think of some people I know that have had surgeries and been in a nursing home for a while, rehab. And so I think a welcome home card would be so sweet when they come home and can get back to their house and back to their normal routine. Okay, I think that's all I need to stamp. I'm looking at my sample and I do love this so much. I'm going to have to do another one and cut it out to cover my sample. Okay, let's glue things down. I don't have an inside on my card today. I really should have. And in hindsight, I think I'll go back and add a piece of white cardstock and maybe a strip of this same designer paper and kind of just add like another layer in there. This one's light enough that you probably could get away with not having a special inside, but I always like to dress that up a little bit. Going to layer the plaid cardstock onto the white, and then our 1-inch Mossy Meadow. I'm gonna bring that in across the bottom. Our circle is going to go here, but before we do that, we're going to add with Stampin' Dimensionals the house.
I just love those colors together.
What is your favorite color house that we've had over the years?
Ooh, okay, that's easy for me because I got to pick it out. I like a pale yellow house with the dark blue door and shutters. And that was the house in St. Joe.
Did you have a blue roof too?
It was kind of bluish gray.
Oh, okay. I'm going to put 1 dimensional on the sentiment and I'm going to tuck it under here. So since that part's already on dimensionals, I'm going to add a little bit of adhesive so that it evens itself out the way it's supposed to be.
And actually, I was wrong. It was the House of Libertyville.
Oh, what color was that one? It was tan and...
No, that was... Oh, maybe it was tan. And with a red door, like a cherry copper red door.
I think you're thinking the House of Muskegon, where we had a red door and green trim.
Yes, that's the one I'm talking about. That was a red door.
That was Muskegon.
The yellow door. Yeah. I was wrong. Again. I mean, I'm flipping houses. It's been so long. Julie, don't ask me that question.
Oh, well, I was just thinking about how I love a good accent color for the door. And our old house, we did repaint it at one point while we lived there. And we did do the door red. And I just loved having that red door. It made me happy. Our door here is black. It needs to be painted again. It's kind of faded. Some Stampin' Dimensionals here to go right in the center. And the designer paper in the background just kind of pulls all the colors together so beautifully.
Yep. That's beautiful.
How about some bling?
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to bring in my favorite pecan and clear. I know. I use these so much. This came out with that iconic Celebrations designer paper, and so I just love it because they're neutral. I think they go so well together. Tell me that you want a third one.
I do want a third one.
Where do you want it? Down here?
Yeah, I think so. There you go.
All right, that one's yours because I just left 2 on mine. And here's the door, and as it dries, I do think it looks like a blue brick door. So I think I'm going to cut a little house piece and use that there. But I made a few more samples with the same card layout using the same designer paper. Here's one. Let me get rid of that one. That's a bad one. Here's one where I did the thank you image over the heart. Now the thank you image is just an outline, and I felt like it was kind of hard to read. So I took my Stampin' Blends with the cherry cobbler and I colored, I don't know how well you can see, dark cherry cobbler at the bottom, light cherry cobbler at the top to kind of do like an ombre. And then I did add some Wink of Stella at the bottom as well. So I think it just kind of makes it a little fun and shiny. So same layout exactly. I flapped the designer paper and the embossed layer and added some ribbon just to kind of break that up a little bit since I didn't have a sentiment over here. And I did one more because I wanted to do Christmas and use the other stamp for the house. So this is the same designer paper pack. I used pecan here and white here for the gems, and did a little gingerbread house. So which one is your favorite? What do you think?
Oh, my word, Julie. Huh. They're all great. Right now, I'm kind of in a Christmas mode, so I would say Christmas.
Yeah. I sort of am loving this thank you more than I thought I was going to. I just think it's so much fun, and I really like how the letters turned out. But I like them all. I love how they're different, and I love how all of those looks come from the same Humble Home stamp set.
Yes.
Well, I have a bonus project for you. This was inspired by a short that I saw on Facebook, so like a short reel. And I just thought it was so clever. I wish that I had wrote down who I saw it from, but it was just something while I was scrolling, and so I don't remember. In fact, I just kind of made up my own measurements, which probably are the same. So it's a little treat box for Halloween. Look, I stamped in grays. I stamped the Smoky Slate, Basic Gray, the same things that we just did. And then I added the bat and the Trick or Treat from the Playful Ghost stamp set to bring in some Halloween images. So the little treat box is perfect for a little bite-sized candy. And I'm starting with a cardstock that is 3 inches by 3 inches, and I scored at 1 inch on all sides. So I kind of have this little grid, and you're going to cut then on opposite ends. And this is kind of basics when you're making a box, you know. Sometimes your box is different sizes and your score lines are different, but cutting on those opposite middle lines and then folding this up into a little box like that. In fact, I'll just go ahead and put this together really quick. So I'm going to use liquid glue, which I don't always use. It's kind of messy, but for something like this, it's kind of the quickest way to just get this glued together. So I'm going to bring one side in and then the other side, and then I can kind of hold it together while that liquid glue dries. And then this is just so simple. I'm just going to, on one side, put the front of the house. And this would be so cute with the gingerbread house for Christmas. You could do a fall house for Thanksgiving. Like, there's so many options here. On the other side, and then, I mean, that needs a little bit more time to dry, but then you can just put your little candy right in there.
How sweet.
Isn't that cute?
That's adorable. I did something similar. One of my team members brought it over when we were getting together for something, a potluck, I think. And so I just deconstructed it. And, or no, actually, she sent me the measurements. And it was using the cauldron from the online, the other.
Yes. Oh, that was so cute. I remember you showing it to me.
Yeah. And then I used some of the glimmer paper to make the stuff running over the sides, and just put it Ghirardelli squares. So I think I put 2 or 3 in them, and I gave those to my team for club for October. And I should have brought it out without, but I think I gave them all away.
Well, you'll just have to do a little video. We got a couple days until Halloween, so you can do a little video and share it as a bonus video on your channel.
So cute and cuter.
Thank you. I'm going to turn the camera around one more time and show off my card before we head over to your channel to see what you've created with the Humble Home Stamp Set Bundle. Thanks so much for joining me today, Mom, and we'll see you over on your channel.
Okay. See you in a bit.
Here is my finished card with the Humble Home Punch Bundle. If you enjoyed today's video and all the ideas that I shared, please give this video a thumbs up and make sure that you subscribe to my channel and Mom's so you don't miss out on future episodes of Sunday Stamping with Susan and Julie. It's time to head over to her channel right now, so click the link right in the middle of the screen or in the video description to see what she has created with the Humble Home Bundle. Thanks so much for watching. See you soon.